Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our Savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come forward soon, are you the one then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Ah, it must be you. You've got an arrogant look about you. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
I hasten home, where 'tis not my duty. Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Learn your place, pawn.
All I've got left, my aches.
Not my kind of place, this.
Armor seem bad.
Would you take pity on me, sir?
I worked hard today. I think
Carol
I've
could
earned
have
it.
asked me moments in caution. I don't feel safe here.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Not my kind of place, this.
All the others made it. Why is my luck so rotten?
Got to focus.
I'm ill at
Eyes aren't what they
All
used
goes
to be.
awry.
Must the
I
wind
have
blow
ought to
my
be getting
fur
home.
every which way?
Time to be heading home.
Time for you to get to work.
Suppose these are my just deserts.
My patience wears a little thinner.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here. You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by...
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap! or aught that poses a hindrance to you.
Adventuring's a grand way to wind up
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Don't let them get the better of you.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
Drive them back!
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Can't be how it ends.
The fundamentals of using a bow are proper distance. Careful. If your foes should draw too near, counter them with a well-aimed kick. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons with clever combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend aiming.
Are you unharmed?
Get chase! Make ready. You move to intercept.
Consane!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisa.
Consane it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! After them! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must jump. That is the only path forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength flagging, buy the curative or have a bit of green. When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Where are you going?
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you. Pawns are oft called nomads, for we wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. 'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Would that the gold would only rain down on my head. Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Can't expect to fare so well every
Floors
day.
mopped, clothes clean.
Any loot and oil enough to make me rich. As soon as my ship's done, I'm off to the
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Hasn't anyone to polish up my gear for tomorrow?
Hail! I've got wares of every ilk. I'll be gone on the morrow. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up, you should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights.
One can but strive to improve.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
Were this not my duty. Like it or not, I must go where duty calls.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? orders, Master. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done.
Who are you? Have you come to aid me? See. Bill and Enrique sent me to watch my back, you know? It's not the first time I've caused them worry. Never mind that now. Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
We'd best report back.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You've got the enemy right where I need them. Don't let up! A wise strategy.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
We have succeeded in defending our charge. A sign of good things to come, mayhap?
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings. Let me get that.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea.
'Tis the time of day when cities and towns hum with the rhythms of life. Where ought we to go now?
Pray, call upon me again another time. Where ought we to go now?
Goblins, Master!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Wish me to return? At once, Master.
That reminds me. Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same. So this is Merv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
True enough.
Pitiable Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again. Well met. Hope to see you again.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge?
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Hold fast! You have the strength to prevail!
We must withdraw!
Not trained for this. Stay calm now. Remember your training.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
Have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runa's apothecary here in Mel.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients if you know what they are. Always a pleasure.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use. By what margin will it improve our performance in battle, I wonder?
What am I to do? I really ought to have returned by now. Maybe that's the time I went looking for it. What's my ears on it? Yet
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it. That place puts my ears on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Somehow my feet always carry me here.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Here's a welcome sight.
We're hunting for one day.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it. That place puts my ears on it.
Have you need of me?
Time to be heading home. Have you need of me?
What's going on?
What is it?
Nattering all day is tiring work.
I wish to astound, not merely please.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Good coin in peddling, if you've the know-how. Hope to see you again.
This is a place to...
Get one's troubles. 'Tis my duty to find them.
It's been a long day.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these, if 'tis to be of use.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
You have my support.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Well, that place puts my hairs out.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up, you know where to find me.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Always a pleasure.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Somehow my feet always carry me here.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Always a pleasure.
Words is late as I used to anymore. My stomach's growling. Time for an early supper. To do, Livy. I really ought to have returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the Thieves favor light armor. Their talents depend upon their finesse, and 'tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place puts my hairs on end.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again.
What am I supposed to do?
Sworn I had ought to attend to.
This is my sort of...
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you. We may benefit from pursuing the information.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. But that place puts my hairs on end. Get the quarter before.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Didn't you hear me? The Watchhead's waiting. Follow me to the village entrance.
First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off?
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. You have my protection. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
The time of our parting is come. Thank you for everything, Arisen.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Well done! I shan't let them harm you.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Nodded off for a moment there.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
You dare incite my wrath?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I'll use this chance to commit myself fully to the study of the arcane. I'll impress you yet, Arisen. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
javelins, Master.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Wait hard, be sure to avoid open flame.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Let me get that. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Nicely done.
Focus. Battle continues.
Danger.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.